Have you ever wondered whether, with the avoidant person in your life, their interest in you is purely physical, or if there's actually something deeper where there's a true romantic interest? This key distinction can be really confusing for people sometimes because the avoidant attachment style in relationships often doesn't express very much and is very stoic, reserved, and even a little bit emotionally repressed, causing people to feel unsure about their true intentions. And if you miss these crucial signs, you may find yourself misreading their behaviors and ending up investing in a relationship that doesn't align with your own emotional needs. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through 5 crucial factors to pay attention to that will help you understand whether or not the avoidant in your life is romantically interested or just physically attracted. Also, if you get value out of today's video, make sure you hit the like button, share this with someone in your life who might benefit, and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our daily videos. So here is one of the first and most important things to really pay attention to. And it's the fact that avoidants who are actually interested are going to make more of a concerted effort to truly initiate plans with you. And I mean, this is kind of an obvious one, but this is those things like trying to take you for brunch sometimes, trying to take you out for a cool date, like rock climbing or on a boat, or just something that is different and unique. Whereas somebody who's just purely physically attracted is going to want to spend time with you at the bar or going out or hanging out late at night. And so you're going to see this key distinction there. And of course, that's with all attachment styles, but that is something really important to pay attention to. And one of those really dead giveaways early on. Number 2 is that you'll see that even though dismissive avoidants struggle with vulnerability and often expressing through things like words of affirmation or physical touch or things of this nature, because sometimes those can feel vulnerable to an avoidant, you'll see that a lot of avoidants, when they're truly interested in somebody, will make some degree of effort when it comes to more of the acts of service type of love language, meaning that they'll make an effort to attempt meaningful gestures in a relationship. Maybe something like dropping you off some soup if you're feeling under the weather. Maybe something like going out of their way to bring you over some food that they know that you really like when they come to stop by. You're going to see some degree of meaningful interest taking place through them making a concerted effort, often through gestures that are just a little less vulnerable. And again, acts of service things can also be things like taking you to the airport, taking your car in for you, if you have a flat tire, doing these things that are them clearly trying to show up and express support and care. If you see a complete absence of these things, that isn't necessarily a good sign. And of these 5 that we're going to go through here, you can actually tally. Like if somebody sort of halfway does this, you can give yourself a 0.5 score out of 1. If somebody really does this, give it a full point. If somebody never does any of these things we're talking about, give it a 0. And you'll really get a clear picture at the end of these 5 points of what somebody's interest level truly seems to be. Number 3. Avoidant attachment styles, although they may have times that they do drop off, somebody who's truly interested is going to be communicating with you usually about 5 days of the week. I don't mean in the first like 2, 3 weeks of dating. Of course, that's the getting to know you stage. I'm talking about if this person's been in your life for 2 or even 3 months, you should see that person reaching out to you to chat 5 days a week. Sure, there may be a day or two throughout the week here and there that they're not full on. And also, the type of communication won't be over the top. It'll be just lightly consistent. So you'll generally see things like maybe a good morning text or a good evening text or a check-in or sending you a funny joke or meme, but there will be some attempt to keep communication consistent. And again, if you're seeing that you're hearing from somebody once a week, it's last minute, it's late at night, things of that nature, it's just not a good sign of interest. Okay, so you can score yourself on that one as well. By the way, I will let you know that if you're interested in understanding, before I go into these last 2 points for your tallied score here, by the way, I will let you know that if you're interested in getting to know how the dismissive avoidant tends to operate in all 6 stages of relationships, because there is a difference in the dating stage versus honeymoon stage versus power struggle stage, and then of course the stability, commitment, and bliss stages, there's actually a course you can check out fully for free for a limited time. And I will put that course in the link down below. And that course is a part of our 14-day free trial. So that link will give you access to the dismissive avoidant course. It will give you access to all of the fearful avoidant and anxious attachment style healing courses as well, if you're one of those attachment styles. And you will get free access to this completely for 14 days. We do this very rarely throughout the year, but it's for Valentine's month here. So you can dive in there. You can check out all of the school, and I'll put that link down below for free. Okay, the next point here, and you can really dive in and see what sort of point scoring you're getting here, is you'll see an avoidant attachment style express very subtle words of affirmation. So they may not say more obvious things in the first couple months of dating, along the lines of, I really care about you, I miss you so much, I love you, I'm thinking of you. But they'll say things like, looking forward to seeing you this weekend, or we're gonna have so much fun together, or these smaller, less vulnerable comments that are still quite validating. You can just tell that they're the dismissive avoidance attempt to validate through their layers of fears when it comes to vulnerability and connection. So those are some really good signs to pay attention to and be clear about. And number 5, one other huge thing that you'll see if a dismissive avoidant is truly interested in something more is they will open up to you about personal things. Yes, the pace will be slower compared to other individuals, but you'll generally see that there is some degree of openness, sharing things with you about themselves, about their childhood, sometimes about their fears or about their family. And you may even see they start to introduce you to people in their life, things, people like friends, even family members. All of those signs are big indicators in the first few months of dating. And of course, if you've been in a relationship with somebody for a longer time, you should expect to see a little more of these things even. But those are some crucial signs to pay attention to see how interested this individual really is. And if you want to go further into some of these discussions about what to do next, about how to leave a situation if it's not healthy for you, or if there's a lack of interest coming from the other person, we have lots of videos on this channel around that. I'll put a link to a couple of those videos in the description down below too. And I hope this video here today was helpful for you in just bringing some clarity to your dynamic. Thank you so much for stopping by and for watching. I'll see you in tomorrow's video.